I know when I was mentioning to Pam, to my wife, and what are y'all talking about? I said ninjas, and she goes, "How is that a conspiracy theory? We know there were ninjas." I go, "Well, yes, we know there were ninjas in what we're talking about. I think the conspiracy element of it is this ninja folklore that we have now, that from Hollywood movies and this, that, and the other, that these are these elite fighting humans that are able to fly, walk on water,
supposedly, yeah.
And it's like, and I was like, Pam, think about this. You and I both, everybody in this room, probably most of our listeners, both of you, and and thanks, Bob and Sue. But no, we have all watched professional martial arts. Pros at the highest level. The best professionals out there. And I go, and in the rings where they do it now, and I go, you never see anybody like run up on the sides of the fences and leap off and do backflips
run across water,
shit like that. I go, and these are some of the best fighters on the planet. I said, they just fight. People don't do that shit. And Pam goes, you want to know why? They're not ninjas.
Yeah, exactly.
He said, I said, hey, you may have a point.
It would be funny,
ninjas are above all of that.
Yes.
They're not fighting for money and glory.
It'd be really funny to see John Jones warming up and somebody just hits him with a blow dart.
All right, we're already done. We got him. He run.
That would be cool.
The things that you were just describing, it makes me think of the things that you were just describing reminds me of like those Chinese movies with the Buddhist monks,
right?
Because they're kind of like ninjas as we think of it too.
Yes,
like they're drunken monkey style, or they're able to almost like not necessarily fly, but they can defy gravity in a lot of senses.
Right.
Yeah,
It's like they can hang in the air for a really long time.
Yeah,
right.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon kind of stuff.
Right,
Yes.
exactly right.
Around.
Be able to jump
up
from
the
4
banister
stories up and land real soft.
They are, yeah.
Flat and pop up like 8 feet from a flat plank pose. I've seen
Right.
that. That's nuts.
And do they not know what they can make in the NBA? Do they not know what their contract potential is?
They're doing all that just to discipline themselves, just to find that
not for
zen.
cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
What
for
I
cash.
thought was crazy is what a lot of these stories got told, I think, is especially within their own homes, is ninjas had like trap doors and hidden doors all over their own community. So and that's one of the reasons why I guess they got known for disappearing in the middle of the night. They're always looking for that little trap door or that little side exit, and that's what made them, ninja.
Well, one of the things I read, and y'all may have too, is that Japanese castles were built as a labyrinth. They were built that way, with all kinds of little secret
doors.
little sides and optical illusions, and they were set up so that when you walked, things would squeak and move and make noises, and they put gravel. They said that's the reason they use gravels, because it's hard to walk across gravel without being hurt, and that the ninjas were very good at. Being able to make their way around those types of things, understanding that without being detected, which,
I mean, and also, you touched on conspiracy. It's like the first ninjas were a conspiracy. They were conspiring
spies.
Against
their
hierarchy,
their overseers, and it's one of the oldest tales ever told, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much.
But they kind of disappear around the 1700s. That kind of ended what was. I mean,
one of the kings, or they were banished, I thought, or something like that.
Well, they were always a secret organization.
Yeah.
But feudal Japan eventually became one under an emperor, and then all the houses fell. Most of the houses fell. Those that didn't. What do you call that? Bow to the emperor.
They kissed the ring.
Yeah, there's actually there's an old if anybody knows Nintendo, there's a game called Zelda.
Yeah.
And it has the Triforce, like that 3 triangle thing. That was actually an old house. That was one of the most noble houses that didn't bow down to the the emperor, and they're no longer.
I'll be right back.
We'll see. That's the whole thing.
I'll be right back. 67. I got pee. And even though I peed right before, but I refuse to wear
All right, he's already
I
back because
refuse
he's a
to wear
ninja.
it.
He already did it.
I know.
It would be funny if you just disappeared.
Yeah.
You gotta like
He
put
disappears.
Smoke bomb.
Yeah, smoke bomb or something.